right here in the editorial section. In our opinion, Clinton should resign, it says, and the article going on to say that it has become painfully obvious that President Clinton cannot continue in office. Now, as you said, meanwhile, news organizations across Southern California are preparing for the release of the president's taped testimony. CBS News is going to air the tapes in their entirety. So will KNX 1070, radio station KNX 1070. Radio station KFWB News 98 plans to air portions of Clinton's 4-hour taped testimony.
This is going to be remarkably compelling programming, and I think there's going to be a huge audience, radio and television.
The key will be how it, like I say, how it really substantiates or debunks the charges that have been leveled against the president.
Now, coverage of the president's grand jury testimony will begin at 6 o'clock this morning. You can log on to our website, Channel 2000. We will have audio excerpts from the Clinton tapes. That address, www.channel2000.com. Live in Hollywood, I'm Mary Grady, CBS 2 News This Morning.
Okay, thank you very much, Mary.
People around the world talking about the tapes. While some don't think they should be released in this country, others are waiting to watch this morning. Deborah Snell is in West Hollywood for some reaction. Deborah.
That's right, Paul and Tricia. Southern Californians will be watching, no doubt, the tapes from their homes, listening to them on car radios, and watching them from restaurants like Jerry's Deli here in West Hollywood that has televisions mounted on the ceiling. The reality it is, though, that most people indeed do back the president. We've got a poll for you that we want to show you. 59% of the people believe that the tape is being released to embarrass the president. 35% say it is being released to let people judge for themselves. 57% say that they should not start impeachment hearings. 37% think they should start impeachment hearings.
I personally think that it would be better for him to resign. That's my personal opinion, because I think that it's so sad that he is the #1 role model in the world, basically, and we're dealing with far more than his personal life now.
Some Jewish leaders are very angry that the tapes are being released today. It is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. They say lawmakers never would have released explicit tapes like this if it was Christmas. That's the latest from West Hollywood. Paul and Tricia, back to you.
Okay, Deborah, thank you. Time now, 5:37. The Clinton tapes are being released in some minutes, 22 minutes or so. We'll have live coverage.
And also, however, there is other news coming up later at 5:45. The search for answers after a small plane crashes near a Southern California neighborhood.
Plus, one community is being warned about a serial rapist on the loose.
And look at this, a big brawl during a football game. The band out of control.
But first up, next, Cal Ripken's record streak comes to an end.
You're watching CBS 2 News This Morning with Tricia Toyota, Paul Dandridge, and featuring the U-Team with useful information. CBS 2 News This Morning.
This is an electronically controlled arm, like the one I helped design for the movie The Fugitive.
When he's not making movies, you'll find Stephen Duff at the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago, making a difference.
We design and create artificial limbs for people of all ages. When I decided to go for my degree, I checked out a lot of colleges. DeVry made the most sense. DeVry gave me the skills I needed to reach my goals. I want to do the same for these kids.
For a higher degree of success, call DeVry, 1-800-423-7000.
Stephanie Shipman live in North Hollywood, where it is rumored there's been a hot deal set by Robertson Honda. Right now, a 1998 Accord LX 4-door automatic is only $159.95 per month. That's right, only $159.95 per month. Giant used car sale now on through September. It's explosive. Give them a call today at 1-800-NEW-HONDA. That's 1-800-NEW-HONDA today.
Now Chex has a snack time mix for your kid on the go. Chex School Fuel, a sweet new recipe on specially marked boxes. In minutes, you transform brown sugar, Chex, and chocolate into a treat that'll rev up their taste buds.
Keep the change.
New Chex School Fuel. You make it, kids love it. Put more cash into your kid's school. Clip box tops for education logos from General Mills products.
Metro Infinity makes luxury affordable. It is no wonder that Metro Infinity is the Southland's choice. With hundreds of new and pre-owned Infinities, Metro Infinity has the right car to fit any budget. Why drive an ordinary car? See Metro, save money. The Wine House is the only wine shop you need. We offer a huge selection of wines, beers, spirits, and gourmet foods, all at discount prices, and an extensive schedule of wine tastings and classes. The Wine House is freeway close at 2311 Cotner Avenue in West L.A.
Do you have an invention or idea? Call us at Advent Product Development. We're a clearinghouse for companies looking for inventions and ideas like yours. Our coast-to-coast computer network can put you together with the right company. We'll also help to patent your invention, present it to industry, and get your product on TV. No invention is too large or too small. Call us now for free information. 1-800-9-INVENT.
Something that Ripken did very spontaneously.
Well, if you want a memorable moment, go see Cal. Baltimore Oriole third baseman Cal Ripken ended his record consecutive game streak at, listen to this, 2,632 games. Ripken started the streak on May 30th of 1982, but he sat out last night because he says, well, the time was right. I don't blame him. He is, however, expected to play tonight, a singular achievement. Speaking of records, more singular achievements, Mark McGwire keeps the home run derby alive. He hit his 65th home run yesterday. Sammy Sosa is at 63.
Yeah, said he had 65, but a fan got in the way, so.
Yeah.
Let's go see Jim.
Same thing happens to me all the time. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tricia and Paul. We're going to start off where things are a little out of the ordinary on the westbound 105. Westbound 105 here at about the Wilmington Avenue off-ramp. That's a little west of the 710 interchange. We have a crash there with some injuries involved. Overturned car, 2 right lanes, and a solid backup there right by the D in Downey. Our telestrator not hooked up completely, but I can tell you that's a lot of slowing for you. We've heard from a lot of folks this morning. Eastbound 10 coming up into Montclair at Indian Hill. The 2 right lanes closed with Caltrans work. No westbound closures. And 91 westbound, very heavy out of Corona as usual. Caltrans work still ramping up north 133 to North 5 Connect Road. And that's it for now. And I got to run. We'll see you back here next time. Tricia and Paul.
Don't run too far, Jim.
All right. Never.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's take a look at our weather at 542. And we've got weather double today.
That's right.
Hi, Lance.
Weather times do. That's right, because we want to introduce the newest member of the CBS 2 News team, and you're going to see a new face here. There she is, Pamela Wright, and Pamela is going to be doing weather right here on our morning show. I'm going to move over to the reporting side of things. Actually, I'm going to do feature reporting, so you'll see me out there in the field. They finally decided to let me out of the cage here.
You've been promoted.
Yes, and Pamela Wright is here, and she's joining us from WSVN Television in Miami. We are very excited that you're here.
Thought I'd have better hair, maybe, perhaps. Lack of humidity there.
Less humid out here. You're from where originally?
South Carolina.
Okay.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah.
And you're going to live in Southern California now.
I'm going to live here, have family here, so I've already got a little bit of the scoop and just need to find out where to find grits and sweet tea. Nobody here sweetens their iced tea. Let's get with it. Let's go ahead and do some weather while I'm up, huh?
Yeah.
I'm here. Might as well. We're going to take a look at a live picture, and guess what? It's dark. That's a good sign. And you know what? Eventually I'll figure out where we have all these great camera angles around town, but right now we're just looking at traffic cruising along, and the lights are on this morning. The sun rise in just about an hour or so. Let's take a look at some current conditions right around the area. Perhaps this is your area. Riverside, you're my debut city. So there you go. 61 degrees, the current temperature right now. Cloudy for all of us this morning. Very light winds, that's helping to add into the fog formation this morning. It's quite dense. And also we've got some drizzle around this morning. Relative humidity is at 81%. So maybe I didn't leave that behind in Miami, huh? Have to check on that. Here are the temperatures right now. 59 degrees in Santa Clarita. You're at 58 in Lancaster. It is a little cooler for all of us this morning, but by this afternoon, things are going to warm up, of course, nicely in the desert. And then here are the other highs around today. 74 Redondo Beach. I'll be back in just a little while after I go drink some coffee, throw up, and do the 7-day in just a little while.
Don't throw up. That was done very well, Pamela.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, in recognition of Lance's promotion to our broadcast team here in the field, this is it, Lance. From all of us here, we're going to miss you because you get some regular sleep now.
Oh, I'll be around.
He's one of the nicest guys,
not going anywhere.
but not at 3 o'clock in the morning. Here's your very own microphone and my cube. Use it in good health.
Just what I always wanted.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Use it in good health. Get some sleep.
Thanks for your
more regular
too.
hours.
Thank
and
you.
we're happy to have you here too, Pamela.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Reminder, Wall Street's going to open up in another 45 minutes or so, and it is expected to be sharply lower. Overseas markets are reacting to new calls of impeachment for the president. Tokyo down to another new 12-year low. Going to be opening sharply lower, expected on Wall Street. Time now 5:45. Up next, late details about the Clinton tapes. We'll take you live to Washington.
And plus, there was a deadly crash in Southern California. A small plane goes down right near some homes.
And the search for a serial rapist. Police warn people in one neighborhood. That's coming up next.
The big Nevada casinos are funding more negative ads against Proposition 5. Now, they're even using Indians in their deceptive campaign. The truth is that 85 tribes, representing over 96% of the Indians on California reservations, support Proposition 5. 5 allows Indians to keep the gaming we have on our own land, so we can reduce welfare and fund education, housing, and health care for gaming and non-gaming tribes. Join us in voting yes on 5.
Amazing Blue Store Ointment stops itching fast. Athlete's foot, jock itch, psoriasis, ringworm, scalp itch, minor skin irritation. Stop corn and callus growth fast. Cuts and bruises, winter itch, ask for.
Motorcycle accidents can be devastating to your life. Choosing the wrong lawyer can be fatal to your case. Call Jeffrey P. Fleitman, 1-888-70-BIKER. Jeffrey P. Fleitman, a different kind of lawyer. Jeffrey P. Fleitman, 1-888-70-BIKER.
This is John M. He just bought himself new golf clubs, a piano for his daughter, and a pet doggy for his wife, Brenda, all with the money he saved on his car insurance with the auto insurance specialists. For over a quarter century, AIS has saved California drivers millions of dollars on their auto insurance. Call 800-7724-AIS. What will you do with the money you save? Call 800-7724-AIS.
When you're looking for a dentist, you'll find that there are literally hundreds to choose from. So how do you figure out which one is right for you or your family? I guess you could call them all and ask them questions, but that would take a lot of time, especially when you can make just one phone call to 1-800-DENTIST and get all the information you need. So if you're looking for a dentist, make the intelligent choice. Call 1-800-DENTIST for a pre-screened dentist or specialist in your area. Call today.
At last.
Oh, this will never do. Whoa.
Introducing the first luxury SUV that doesn't ride like a truck. The RX 300, like no other vehicle or value on Earth.
Well, hello there.
At your Southern California Lexus dealer.
In the news at 5:48, investigators this morning will be looking at the cause of a deadly plane crash in Santa Clarita. 2 people were killed last night when their twin-engine Cessna apparently ran into some power lines. The crash sent debris flying all over this Santa Clarita neighborhood. Those who saw it say the plane came apart in midair before it hit the ground. The 2 people on the plane have not yet been identified. No one on the ground was hurt.
And a warning this morning about a possible serial rapist who is terrorizing women in the Long Beach area. A woman was attacked on Saturday night in her home by this man's composite sketch. The assault is similar to 6 other committed between May of 1997 and May of this year. And police have posted warning signs telling people to make sure that their doors and windows are locked. Some women say that they are not taking any chances.
It's kind of scary, very scary. You just don't know if he's lurking somewhere else, and making sure that I keep my doors locked and just make sure my windows are always closed.
My friend and I became very apprehensive, and we used to walk back and forth to each other's apartments, and it just didn't happen anymore after we heard about the serial rapist.
Anyone with any information is asked to call the Long Beach Police Department. Paul.
This morning, Hurricane George is tearing through the island of Antigua in the Caribbean. Howling winds hitting 110 miles an hour, ripped apart trees and utility poles, pounding roads, flooding homes. St. Martin and Puerto Rico are the next targets in the path of the hurricane. Meantime, it's a time of grieving for Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, seen here in happier times with her mother who died this weekend in a car crash. Susan Barantes was killed when her car hit head-on with a van near her home in Argentina. And in Texas, look at this video. Two bands get into a brawl at a football game. It broke out between the band at Southern University and the band at Prairie View A&M. Witnesses say one band got upset when the other started to play before they got off the field. 3 people were hospitalized.
Portions of President Clinton's grand jury testimony are already leaking out, including one part, apparently, where Mr. Clinton says he had, quote, inappropriate intimate contact with Monica Lewinsky. Maureen Maher is in Washington with more. And Maureen, of course, they're going to be released in about 10-15 minutes. Tell us what the mood is like in Washington on this really historic day.
It's been unbelievable here just in the last week, spending any time here along with the White House or Capitol Hill. A tremendous amount of tension, Tricia. You really see the partisan politics coming into effect. It really started last week, or I should say kicked in at full speed when the Judiciary Committee was meeting, and you saw a day's worth of arguments despite the fact that the Republicans had the majority and it was a foregone conclusion that the tapes would be released. The Democrats weren't going to let it happen without each one of them issuing their opinion on it, and the same thing is happening today. I think there's a lot of anticipation as to what will happen, quite a bit of nervousness and anxiousness on the Democrats' part, and I think the Republicans now, we saw somewhat of a little bit of backpedaling yesterday, though they continue to support the Judiciary Committee's decision. Some Republicans say perhaps we didn't need to go ahead and release all 4 hours worth of the testimony.
The ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, Maureen, as you probably know, said, among other things, that this tape is obscene. And I guess we're all wondering what our own reaction is going to be and the reaction of the public in general to hear the president ask these very specific, intimate, obscene questions or have obscene responses. It's going to be quite disturbing for many people.
It certainly is. I mean, Paul, when you consider that much of the language, the vocabulary, while not necessarily profane, is certainly explicit. These are words that many people do not use in the vocabulary every day, and certainly nothing that we're accustomed to hearing on television. So for the American public, and certainly for politicians as well, this is going to be a very unusual day and a lot of tension.
Nothing like we've ever seen before. Maureen Maher live in Washington. Thank you very much once again. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you very much, Maureen. It's 5:52 here, and of course we are going to have those Clinton grand jury tapes live a couple of minutes from now.
Well, it's a final look at weather.
Yeah, that's right. Up in a couple of minutes, we'll talk about why the temperatures are lower right now this morning. You'll notice it when you walk out the door, and also why they're not going to warm up a whole lot as we move into fall. Back in just a couple of minutes.
CalStar Motors in Glendale knows you can buy a new Mercedes-Benz someplace else. That's why at CalStar Motors, our entire staff is committed to excellence and customer satisfaction. CalStar Motors, world-class motor cars, world-class dealership. If you're diabetic, call now to receive the Glucometer Elite Diabetes Testing Kit, a fast, easy way to determine your blood sugar level. And the good news, most medical plans pay for it. Control your blood sugar level, order the Glucometer Elite Testing Kit now.
After reviewing this divorce case, it's the court's decision that the wife received the car.
I don't want it.
No, you can have it.
No, it's yours.
Didn't you hear the man? He said it's your car.
Just forget it.
No, don't give me that.
Order.
No.
Order. Your Honor, you should see this. Better get Mako.
Don't split up over your car. See Mako for a free estimate, nationwide warranty, and ambassador paint service for $199.95. Use good judgment. Say, better get Mako.
Apollo Way of Life is special, but to strengthen our tribal economy, we need Indian gaming. We don't need Prop 5. We reached an agreement with the state to build a casino on this land. This agreement protects our sovereignty and our neighbors' rights.
And it provides for shared regulation, environmental protection, and a voice for local communities. Prop 5 doesn't. 5 is bad for our tribe and California.
No on 5! The bank's loss is your gain. When a bank repossesses a car, it must be resold for thousands below the original purchase price. Banks count on Repo Ranch in Fontana as a liquidation center. You'll find hundreds of top-quality pre-owned vehicles like BMW, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Honda, all at liquidation prices. At Repo Ranch, the bank's loss is your gain.
Repo Rent at 7499 Orange Thorpe and Buena Park. Look for our second location in Fontana.
I learned something important about taking care of my family the other day.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
You know, you can save quite a bit by using our brand.
Really? But is it as good?
I give it to my kids, and all Good Neighbor Pharmacy products come with a money-back guarantee.
Oh, that's a great recommendation. The Good Neighbor Pharmacy brand worked great. So great, in fact, I may have to go back for their antacids.
With over 2,000 stores nationwide.
A new face here on the morning news, Pamela Wright.
What is that?
A very smiley face, by the way, from Miami.
Yeah, it's
Hi, Pamela.
my first day. Let's see how we look on Friday. If you can smile on a Monday, though, you're doing all right. Here, look at the temperatures right now this morning. 69 degrees for you in Anaheim, 58 Lancaster, 68 as well in LA. Not too much of a warm-up today. We did have, as you noticed yesterday, rather cloudy conditions. Now, most of that system has now moved off to the east and actually putting down some pretty good storms across the Rockies yesterday. Nothing big moving in, but that means no big changes. So that means we're going to stay a little bit gloomy around here for the next couple of days. So we'll try to perk you up a little bit here. 75 degrees the high in Santa Monica, 74 in Woodland Hills, and 75 in Long Beach. If I'm messing up Santa Monica, we got problems here. It's going to be a long couple of years. Let's take a look at another perspective, see if I can touch on your city as far as the temperatures go. 73 Pasadena. We also have some light rain reported around the area this morning. The roadways are going to be a little slick. We're going to check on that smart aleck with traffic. What's his name? Jim
Thornton.
In just a couple minutes. I got to meet him. 70 degrees in Wrightwood right now. Let's take a look at the rest of your week, and the first couple of days of fall actually will feel quite fall-like. Not talking about any big rains coming in, of course, but just a drizzly start for the next couple of days. Don't blame me.
Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you, Pamela. The historic release of the Clinton tapes. This country has never seen anything like it. When we come back.
Tonight, after the premiere of L.A. Doctors, he usually works mornings. Now, CBS 2's useful teen doctor brings his unique brand of advice to nights with a look at aging. Doable, down-to-earth ways to make you look and feel younger longer. Slowing down the clock and maybe even turning it back.
I'm stronger now than I've ever been in my life.
A doctor-recommended special assignment. Tonight at 11, only on CBS 2 News. More balance, more special assignments, more to come.
As a doctor, I know that unwanted hair is a problem for millions of men and women. Now, there's a real solution. The Institute of Laser Medicine at 100 UCLA Medical Plaza is pleased to announce a new medical breakthrough for the treatment of unwanted hair. Photolysis HR is amazingly fast, safe, and painless, available exclusively at the Institute of Laser Medicine. For a free consultation, call 1-800-573-7007. Call today. That's 800-573-7007.
Do you have an invention or idea? Call us at Advent Product Development. We're a clearinghouse for companies looking for inventions and ideas like yours. Our coast-to-coast computer network can put you together with the right company. We'll also help to patent your invention, present it to industry, and get your product on TV. No invention is too large or too small. Call us now for free information. 1-800-9-INVENT.
Hollywood Squares, weeknights at 7:30, only on CBS 2.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Paul Dandridge.
And I'm Tricia Toyota. The Clinton tapes are being released just moments from now, and here's the latest at 5:58. We're being told that President Clinton becomes evasive and angry when pressed about his sexual behavior during the 4 hours of videotape testimony. The tapes include many legal maneuvers, and Clinton says that he was set up by political enemies.
This morning, the president is determined to try and move on. Today in New York, he'll address the United Nations. Behind the scenes, White House advisors are apparently trying to convince First Lady Hillary Clinton to quickly make a statement on her husband's behalf after the tapes air.
Meantime, the LA Daily News joining other newspapers calling for Clinton to resign. The Daily News says that with each passing day, it has become painfully obvious that President Clinton cannot continue in office.
Latest CBS News poll shows a majority of the people still back the president. When asked why the tapes are being released, 59% said it is to embarrass President Clinton. When asked if the House should start impeachment hearings against the president, 57% said no, but nearly 4 out of 5 think it will, in fact, happen.
Well, as we mentioned, President Clinton is going to be in New York this morning addressing the United Nations at the 53rd session. and the White House hopes that that will take some of the edge off of the testimony. We have the historic release of the President Clinton's grand jury testimony coming up just minutes from now.
And for the video analysis and more, we go to a CBS News special report in New York. Here is Dan Rather, and we'll be on the air throughout the day with this special day in American history.
This is a CBS News special report. Dan Rather reporting from CBS News World Headquarters in New York. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here in the East, the hour the Republican-led House Judiciary Committee set for releasing the videotape of President Clinton's testimony to Ken Starr's prosecuting grand jury.